Cyril Ramaphosa Biography, Age, Wife, Children, Wealth, Companies, Family Tree, Education, Political Career. Matamela Cyril Ramaphosa is the fifth President of the Republic of South Africa. President Cyril Ramaphosa was sworn in as President of the Republic of South Africa on Thursday, 15 February 2018 following the resignation of President Jacob Zuma. He was born on 17 November 1952 in Soweto, South Africa. He is a South African politician, businessman, activist, and trade union leader. Cyril Ramaphosa Age. He was born on November 17, 1952, in Soweto, South Africa. He is currently 67 years old. Cyril Ramaphosa Education. He attended Chilidzi Primary School. He completed high school at Mfakile High School in Sibasa, Venda in 1971. He registered to study law at the University of the North in 1972, where he became involved in student politics, joining the South African Student Organization SASO and the Black People's Convention BPC. He was detained in solitary confinement for 11 months in 1974 under Section 6 of the Terrorism Act for organizing pro-Frelimo rallies. He was detained for the second time and held for 6 months in 1976 following the Soweto student uprising. While a law clerk for a Johannesburg firm of attorneys, he continued his studies through the University of South Africa UNISA, obtaining his B.Proc degree in 1981. He then joined the Council of Unions of South Africa CUSA as a legal advisor. You're listening to 24/7 SA News. Remember to hit the like button and subscribe for more hot news. Cyril Ramaphosa family parents. Cyril Ramaphosa's parents are Samuel Ramaphosa and Erdmith Ramaphosa. He has a brother, Douglas Ramaphosa. He was married to businesswoman Nomazizine Chitshisa. The marriage ended in divorce. He has 4 children. Cyril Ramaphosa wife. He was married to businesswoman Nomazizine Chitshisa, but the couple divorced. Ramaphosa later married Dr. Chipo Motsip, the sister of billionaire and mining magnate Patrice Motsip. Ramaphosa has 4 children. Cyril Ramaphosa son. His son Matamela Ramaphosa is a businessman. He is the CEO Studex Wildlife. He has a Master of Science qualification from the Hult International Business School and is based in San Francisco. Not much is known about his other son, Endo Ramaphosa. Cyril Ramaphosa daughter. Ramaphosa has 2 daughters. Not much is known about the daughters. Cyril Ramaphosa net worth. He is one of South Africa's richest men, with Forbes estimating his wealth at $675 million. He owns a 30 million rands luxury mansion at the foot of Lion's Head, Cape Town. Ramaphosa is known to be one of the richest people in South Africa, with an estimated net worth of more than $450 million, and has appeared in financial magazines such as Forbes Africa and Bloomberg. Cyril Ramaphosa businesses. In 2001, he set up Shanduka Group as a black-owned investment-retaining enterprise, constructing up a diverse portfolio of listed and unlisted property. He is the founder and government chairman of Shanduka Group. Shanduka Group has investments in the resources sector, energy sector, real estate, banking, insurance, and telecoms. He is likewise chairman of the Bidvest Group Limited, and MTN. His different non-government directorships include Mixteel Holdings, Alexander Forbes, and Standard Bank. In March 2007, he was appointed non-executive joint chairman of Mondi, a leading worldwide paper and packaging institution, whilst the company demerged from Anglo-American Percent. Since being appointed deputy president in May 2014 through former South African President Jacob Zuma, Cyril Ramaphosa stepped lower back from his commercial enterprise interests to avoid conflicts of interest. He stepped down as chairman of investment company Shanduka Group in May 2015, and a year later finished the manner of promoting his 30% stake in Shanduka, which is now merging with Mbani Group to shape the Pan-African Industrial Holdings Group with $900 million in belongings. Cyril Ramaphosa McDonald's. Founded by Ramaphosa in 2001, Shanduka owns stakes in mining entities, financial institutions, McDonald's South African subsidiaries, and Coca-Cola bottling plants. Cyril Ramaphosa Foundation. In 2004, he established the Shanduka Foundation, specializing in training and small commercial enterprise development. The foundation, which has modified its call to Cyril Ramaphosa Foundation, accommodates Adopt a School Foundation, Black Umbrellas, and the Cyril Ramaphosa Education Trust. He is co-chairperson of the advisory board of the Kagiso Shanduka Trust, which is in partnership with the Free State Department of Education on a program to increase faculties inside the province. Cyril Ramaphosa honors. He has acquired numerous awards. He was awarded the Olof Palme Prize in October 1987 in Stockholm. In October 1991, he was a visiting professor of law at Stanford University in the United States. He has received honorary doctorates from the University of Natal, the University of Port Elizabeth, the University of Cape Town, the University of the North, the University of Lesotho, the University of Venda, and the University of Massachusetts, USA. He is currently the Chancellor of the University of Mpumalanga. In 2004, he was voted 34th in the top 100 great South Africans. Cyril Ramaphosa Companies. Ramaphosa declared shares in Mondi Paper and Packaging valued at over 2 million rands, and his directorships of Mikaber 799 and 800, the holding company of the McDonald's fast food chain in South Africa. He also lists 31 properties in South Africa. Matamela Cyril Ramaphosa and ANC. Matamela Cyril Ramaphosa was elected president of the African National Congress at its 54th National Conference in Nasrec, Soweto, on 18 December 2017. He is the 13th president of the ANC, when you consider that its founding. Before his election, he served as the deputy president of the ANC underneath the management of former President Jacob Zuma as part of the National Executive Committee of the ANC as elected in 2012. Cyril Ramaphosa has served inside the National Executive Committee of the ANC for 26 years. He became elected to the position of ANC Secretary General at the 1991 National Conference, the primary convention of the ANC within the USA. After unbanning, below the presidency of Nelson Mandela, his election into the ANC, and specifically to the placement of Secretary General, accompanied his popularity as an effective organizer and change union chief following his term as General Secretary of the National Union of Mine Workers NUM. He led the founding procedures of the NUM and went on to lead the union to level 1 in all the biggest and simplest business moves in South Africa in 1987, leading to a 3-week shutdown of the complete mining enterprise. He emerged out of that political standoff between labor and capital as a renowned negotiator, reputed for his difficult method and capability to push a tough bargain even as preserving the honor of his fighters. As part of his role as Secretary Preferred, he served as chief negotiator for the ANC at the Congress for a Democratic South Africa CODESA, at which the framework for a democratic transition became being mapped out. His role as a negotiator in industrial conflicts asserted him as one of the key players in breaking stalemates and starting up strategic regions of consensus among opposing parties in that method. After the first democratic elections in 1994, Comrade Cyril Ramaphosa turned into deployed in parliament by means of the ANC and became elected as chairperson of the Constitutional Assembly tasked with drafting the new Constitution of the Republic of South Africa. He became re-elected as Secretary General of the ANC in its 49th National Conference in 1994. On crowning glory of the Constitution drafting manner, he left Parliament and his role as ANC Secretary General to move into a commercial enterprise, joining New Africa Investments Limited. Cyril Ramaphosa history. While at the University of the North Turf Loop, he became involved in student politics and joined the South African Students' Organization SASO and the Black People's Convention BPC. In the 1970s he began his political activism during the period of student uprisings in the country, organized behind the banner of the Black Consciousness Movement, which came to head during the 16 June 1976 massacre. In 1974 he was detained in solitary confinement for 11 months under Section 6 of the Terrorism Act for organizing pro-Frelimo rallies. He was detained again in 1976 following the unrest in Soweto and held for 6 months at John Vorster Square under the Terrorism Act. After his release, he became a law clerk for a Johannesburg firm of attorneys and continued with his articles through correspondence with the University of South Africa UNISA, where he obtained his B.Proc. degree in 1981. He completed his articles in the same year and joined the Council of Unions of South Africa CUSA as an advisor in the legal department. Fight against apartheid. In August 1982, CUSA resolved to form the National Union of Mine Workers NUM, and in December Ramaphosa became its first secretary. He changed into elected as the first General Secretary of the Union, a role he held until he resigned in June 1991, following his election as Secretary General of the African National Congress ANC. Ramaphosa served as chairman of the National Reception Committee, which coordinated arrangements for the release of Nelson Mandela and subsequent welcome rallies within South Africa, and also became a member of the International Mandela Reception Committee. He was elected General Secretary of the ANC in a conference held in Durban in July 1991. Ramaphosa was a visiting professor of law at Stanford University in the United States in October 1991. In 1985 he helped to establish the Congress of South African Trade Unions COSATU when he broke away from CUSA. When COSATU joined forces with the United Democratic Front UDF political movement in opposition to the National Party authorities of P.W. Botha, Ramaphosa took the main role in what has become known as the Mass Democratic Movement MDM. Cyril Ramaphosa political career. In 1991 he was elected as Secretary General of the African National Congress. He became head of the negotiation team of the ANC in negotiating the end of apartheid with the National Party government. Cyril Ramaphosa photo. In 1994, after the first fully democratic elections, he became a member of parliament. He was elected the chairperson of its Constitutional Assembly on 24 May 1994 and played a central role in the government of national unity. In January 1997 he resigned from his political politics after he lost the race to become president of South Africa to Thabo Mbeki. He came in first place in the 1997 election to the ANC's National Executive Committee. In December 2007, he was again elected to the ANC National Executive Committee, this time in 30th place with 1,910 votes. On 17 December 2012, he became a candidate for the deputy presidency. On 18 December 2012, he was elected deputy president of the ANC. On May 25, 2014, he was appointed deputy president by Jacob Zuma. He was made leader of government business in the National Assembly in terms of Section 91(4) of the Constitution. His responsibilities will include the affairs of the National Executive and Parliament, the programming of parliamentary business initiated by the National Executive within the time allocated for that purpose, and ensuring that cabinet members attend to their parliamentary responsibilities. He was appointed deputy chairperson of the National Planning Commission in 2010, a body created to draft a long-term national development plan for South Africa. On 3 June 2014, he was appointed as chairman of the National Planning Commission, with Minister in the Presidency for Planning by President Jacob Zuma. First, he was known as the first deputy chairman of the Commonwealth Business Council. He was vice chairman of the Global Business Coalition on HIV/AIDS. Mr. Ramaphosa was appointed, along with former Finnish President Martti Ahtisaari, as a weapons inspector in Northern Ireland. He also sat on the International Commission of Intervention in State Sovereignty and the UN Secretary-General's Panel on International Support to NIPID. Brought to you by 24/7 SA News. If you like this video, remember to hit the like button and subscribe to this channel for more information about your favorite actor.